Welcome back to Street Switch Photography. We're back on the subject of flags. Let's do this.
Street Switch Photography.
So yes, welcome back to Street Switch Photography on this lovely afternoon. I'm just on the conversation of flags. We've got a little post here that I found on Facebook. Police officers investigating 2 reports of damage and theft at the same premises in Leicester have released images of the 3 people who they wish to identify in connection with the incident on the 23rd of August, so not too long ago. The 23rd of August. Bloody hell. On the 23rd of August, where damage was caused to a flagpole and a trans flag on Sunday the 14th of September. So this was, let's just say, a while ago. Do you think this is a waste of police resources and a waste of taxpayers' money? Well, considering we've got something at the moment called Raise the Colours and plenty of flags being ripped down, will the police investigate this under Rupert Matthews? I very much bloody well doubt it. But what they will do is, if it's a trans flag or any other flag other than the British flag or the St George's flag, meaning the Union Jack or the these sorts of flags that we put up, will they investigate each and every single one that has been torn down by a stupid lefty? That's what I would like to know, because instead of wasting police resources into this one, and they're putting a whole investigation into this one, here's the people that have torn down the trans flag. These are the people that are supposed to be, they're looking for people to identify them. What a complete and utter joke. Seriously, I'll let you read that while I carry on yabbering on. So these 3 lads here had been up a flagpole and torn down some trans flag somewhere on the same property. So they obviously don't like the trans flag. Well, they tore it down and now the lefties are moaning about it, so the police are doing an investigation into it. This would be what I call 2-tier policing at its best. Like I say, raise the colours. We've got flags going up on lampposts, numerous lampposts around, different areas around Leicester and around Melton Mowbray and places like that, and people have been yanking the flags down. Will the police investigate it? I can 100% guarantee they will not be investigating it. But right at the bottom there, if you want to, you can contact PC1400 Richard Wigg on 101 to report any of your flags that have been torn down. So what I would suggest people would do is contact them, or this person, and just say, I'd like to report a flag theft. I've had my St George's flag torn down from a lamppost outside B&Q or somewhere like that in Melton or in Leicester or wherever you are. And then this will show just how pathetic this actually is. Because not one person's complained to the police and wasted police time, wasted taxpayers' money, when we can have these police actually out investigating real crime. This also goes in line with the police actually hunting the internet for hurty words that people have said and actually visiting people's properties and trying to arrest them because somebody was offended online. Again, offence is something taken, not something given. This was always going to be a quick video, but it quite annoyed me when I seen this. One second, I'm just going to have a cup of coffee. So let me know what you think in the comments about this. These lads have been out and torn down an LGBTQ4K flag, which is basically just the pride flag, but it's been hijacked by a extremist ideology, which didn't exist 15 years ago. It's a very recent one that's come from grassroots level, where a 40-year-old bloke in America decided to invest in pharmaceuticals, and all of a sudden wanted to be a woman. He has something called autogynephilia, which is basically a bloke that gets off as dressing up as a woman. It's an actual medical condition, just in case anybody didn't know. Now, I've got no problem with people wanting to dress as women. That is entirely up to them. What they get up to behind closed doors is absolutely none of my business whatsoever. But don't try and insult other people's intelligence by trying to pass yourself off as a woman and entering women's spaces like toilets. If you were going swimming, you wouldn't be able to walk into the women's changing areas by saying you're a woman or you identify as a bag of chips or whatever. This has gone too far. Why do you think these people have pulled down this flag? It is offensive to some people. I don't care where I see this flag. It does not bother me one single bit. If they want to raise their flag, raise it. I don't give a shit. I wouldn't go ripping it down. In fact, I wouldn't go ripping any flag down. But the fact that the police are actually investigating this, yet there's been hundreds upon hundreds of St George's flags, St George's flags been ripped down, and the Union Jack flag been ripped down all across the country, and not one of them, not one, is being investigated. Yet this particular case here is being investigated, probably as criminal damage or something along those lines. So yeah, just another perfect example of two-tier policing. I'd like Rupert Matthews to look into this, because this is the sort of thing he's going to be wanting to look into now that is classed as Reform UK, centre-right, if you want to put it like that. Prove yourself not to be a career politician, Rupert Matthews, and actually stop this type of crap from happening. This does not need investigating. What needs to happen is these lads need telling off and then basically put another flag back up. Happy days. Nobody's wasted any police time or taxpayers' money on this type of tripe that they like to put on the internet. This has been advertised on the internet, obviously, by Leicestershire media online. Anyway, this has been Street Switch Photography. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, we've had loads of flags pulled down. If you want to go and contact and report a flag that's been ripped down that you've put up on a lamppost outside your house, or anywhere else for that matter, you can contact PC1400 Richard Wigg on 101, quoting crime reference number 25543636. That would be the person to contact about this, because he seems to be quite into investigating flags. So there's been hundreds and hundreds of these crimes across Leicestershire, especially in Melton and around Leicestershire, I presume, that need sorting out. So let's help him out and give him a big thumbs up for sorting this sort of shit out, shall we? This has been Street Switch Photography. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.
Street Switch Photography.
You don't think